mynews.studio.
Picture this. It's sunrise in Madrid. People are already lining up outside government offices. A royal decree has just come down, one that could change the lives of 500,000 people. The question is, will Spain's mass amnesty change how Europe deals with migration?
It's January 29th, 2026. Spain has just rolled out its biggest amnesty for undocumented immigrants in 2 decades. We're talking about possibly more than 500,000 people who now have a way to work and live openly. But what's actually new this time? And why now, after so many years?
Here's how it works. The 2026 program offers a 1-year renewable residence and work permit. Up to 600,000 people might qualify. The main conditions: you had to arrive before December 31st, 2025, show at least 5 months of residency, and have a clean criminal record. Families of minors can apply for longer 5-year permits. Applications open in April, close at the end of June, and it's all digital. To manage this, 400 extra staff have been brought in just for the surge.
That's a huge administrative effort. Let's compare for a second. Back in 2005, Spain also regularized about 580,000 people, right? But that was a slower, paper-based process. Now, with online portals and extra staff, the goal is to avoid the big backlogs. Do you think that's realistic? And how are people reacting to all this?
Civil groups are supportive. In fact, a 2024 citizen initiative gathered 700,000 signatures to push for this change. But there's real disagreement. Far-right parties like Vox are calling it, quote, replacement politics, warning about changes to Spanish identity. The Conservative People's Party is also critical, and Vox's popularity has been rising. That's a big shift compared to 2005, when the debate wasn't quite so polarized.
But there's more than just politics here. Spain's economy is in a quite different place. Unemployment's at its lowest in 18 years, and almost 70% of new jobs last year went to foreign-born workers.
There's still a big informal sector, right? A lot of these jobs are under the table, especially in agriculture, hospitality, and elder care.
Exactly. The government argues that bringing workers into the system means more taxes paid, a boost to GDP, and support for an aging population. But does regularizing really fix the shadow economy, or just shift it?
That's what they're hoping for. The requirements are strict. You need rental agreements, local registration certificates, medical documents, or even remittance receipts before the cutoff. It's meant to prevent fraud and avoid encouraging new arrivals. But critics worry that any amnesty, no matter how strict, could still attract people hoping for the next round.
And there's the practical side too. Even with 400 extra staff, regional offices say they might be stretched thin. Is this really a long-term fix, or just buying time for bigger reforms in labor and migration policy?
It's definitely a big experiment. What's notable is how Spain stands apart from the rest of Europe. While the EU is tightening migration controls, Spain is betting on economic reality. Prime Minister Sanchez says migrants are driving 80% of recent growth. And migration policy experts like Jasmine Sluches describe Spain's move as practical, maybe even a blueprint for other countries facing an aging workforce. But so far, we haven't seen France or others moving in the same direction.
So, if Spain pulls this off, could this be a model for other countries dealing with informal labor markets and political resistance?
The permits offer more than paperwork. People can work nationwide, use public health services, pay into Social Security, and have a path to longer residency or even citizenship. Plus, while applications are being processed, expulsions are on hold. If it works, Spain could show how to match skills with jobs and grow tax revenue, moving past the usual arguments.
It really comes down to balancing humanitarian needs with economic self-interest. Migration is shaping the 21st century. So, is Spain's amnesty a glimpse at what's to come, or is it a risky bet?
For now, Spain is putting that question on the table, and the world is watching to see what happens next.
That wraps up today's episode. We looked at Spain's historic amnesty, compared it to the past, explored the economic and political debates, and asked whether Europe could follow suit.
Thanks for tuning in. This episode was brought to you by mynews.studio. You can try it now for free.